Hey guys, Zero here again. Animal Crossing, am I right? For those uninformed, it's a game where you're a villager in a new town. You're given a house with a mortgage, and in order to pay it off, you've got to interact with your fellow townsfolk working jobs, searching for items, and doing many other things to make money. So you know, real-life adulting stress, but in a cute little package! I played a ton of the first game on GameCube, but I fell off with the series since then. Not because I disliked it, but I just don't have time to pour into a game that can literally last forever. Not to mention, it's in real time, so things change in the game, and leaving it for a while isn't smart. While I haven't kept up with the series, I paid attention to its many releases on several different consoles, like the Wii, 3DS, and pretty soon the Nintendo Switch. But there's one game that's a pretty big black sheep, and that's actually the only other game in the series I played, and it's on the Wii U. Let's go back to when the Wii U was relevant. Yeah, it's been that long. Nintendo was trying their damnedest to get people to buy the console. Then, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U was announced, and with it, a new line of Nintendo collectibles, Amiibos. You know, Nintendo's plastic crack. These things were and still are sought after, mostly due to their limited quantities during the first year of release. They're tiny figures that also contain NFCs which can be read by various consoles, most famously the Wii U gamepad. With the success of the Smash Amiibo line, Nintendo had more series coming out as well as games that work with them. This of course leads us to Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, the first console Animal Crossing game since 2008's City Folk for the Wii. However, there are quite a few differences with this game. First off, this is not a typical life simulator like the main series, this one is a party game. With this new game came a new line of Animal Crossing Amiibos as well as collectible Amiibo cards. However, unlike many other games that contain Amiibo functionality, you can't play this game without them, and some content is even locked away with certain cards. Luckily, the game comes with 2 Amiibos and some Amiibo cards, so you have enough to get started. How the game works is you and your friends play through a board over the course of a month, each day being a turn. You use your Amiibos to roll the dice. Each space contains a different event where you can gain or lose happy points, bells, or both. Happy points are the main score. The person who has the most at the end of the month wins unless there's a tie, and that's where the bells come in. Bells are the currency of the game and can be used for making purchases such as cards and veggies in the stock market. For all intents and purposes, this game is a very basic board game that doesn't require a lot of skill to play, as it's mostly luck-based. It's more like a watered-down Mario Party or Fortune Street, just without the loss of friendship those games bring. However, design-wise, it's lacking. Needing to use your Amiibos to roll the dice every turn is tedious. The boards don't have much variety outside of the seasons, and the luck-based gameplay means there's not much actual skill involved. Not to mention the minigames are a separate mode and require the Amiibo cards. With all that being said, logic would say I should hate this game. But I don't. Actually, this was the first Animal Crossing in years that I was excited for. Why? It reminds me of a little game known as Baseball Life for the Famicom. It's also known as Straight Baseball Life, and it essentially is a baseball-centric board game where, like Amiibo Festival, has luck-based spaces you can land on. It's also like the board game Life, but much more basic. Ultimately, I like this game for what it is, a simple party game to play with friends that might be intimidated by Mario Party and Fortune Street. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't make this a good game, but a game doesn't have to be good to be fun. I played my fair share of bad or mediocre games on this channel, but I can't act like some of them weren't fun. Like, Tough Enough was at least functional as a fighting game, and while the story was garbage, the actual gameplay was alright. Then on the other hand, Legacy of the Wizard is a game I've been told a million times is actually a good game. But, fuck this game! Look, the point of this video is not to review Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. If I did, I'd just be adding to the hate echo chamber that is YouTube in this game. It also wouldn't be fair for me to do so from a critical perspective. The game is not that great, but I enjoy it, so I'd be sending the wrong message. However, I will say this game probably wouldn't have been as hated had it not been for the Animal Crossing name. The best example I can think of is when Federation Force was revealed. At first, my friends and I thought it looked kinda cool. Then we found out it was a Metroid game, and we were like, what the fuck? A lot of people were disappointed over Federation Force because of this fact, since there hadn't been a mainline Metroid game in quite a while. But if you take away Metroid, is it just as disappointing? If Amiibo Festival wasn't an Animal Crossing game and was a part of, say, the Wii Party series, would it have been as hated? These games also probably wouldn't have sold as much had they not had the brand attached to them. But this is about the games, not the sales. It's a misunderstood game. People were expecting something completely different, and trust me, I understand being disappointed after waiting so long for a new console entry. I'm a Mega Man fan. Remember these? If people had taken this game for what it is at the time, a lighthearted party game, it probably wouldn't have been as hated. Though I also blame Nintendo for this, as the constant promise of Animal Crossing Amiibos and cards made us all think it'd be something more. In any case, I hope this can give you a new perspective on the game. Like I said, I'm not here to change anybody's mind, but it does come with an Isabelle amiibo, son of a bitch. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to join the discussion, please consider joining my Discord server here on the screen. I'd also like to give a shout out to my patrons here on screen. If you'd like to join them and get early access to videos, behind the scenes extras, and a whole lot more, please consider backing me on patreon.com/Zeromaster. If you like this video, give it a like and share it around. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications. You can also keep up to date with me on facebook.com/Zeromaster fanpage. You can follow me on Twitter @Zeromaster, or you could watch me on Twitch on twitch.tv/Zeromaster, where I stream 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Up on the left will be the last video I did in this series on Sonic 2 and Knuckles, and on the right will be the review I released last week on Go-Go Ackman 2 featuring the Ultra Healthy Video Game Nerd. Thanks again for watching, I'll see you on the next one. Fuck this game. Almost hit the trash can.